What's up, guys? I'm espben360 coming with another weekly prediction. This week, week 13. We are only 4 or 5 weeks away from the playoffs. So, and with that, let's get this started. The first game we have the Tennessee Titans against the Buffalo Bills. I'm taking the Tennessee Titans here. I just can't see Buffalo Bills winning it. I think being on that cold streak, they've been playing real bad after that great start they had to the season. They just been slacking off since then. Their running game, Fred Jackson hasn't been doing it enough, and that passing game just isn't the same. I think Tennessee Titans are gonna come off. Chris Johnson gonna lead the team. They're gonna have another good game. He's gonna have another good game, and the Tennessee Titans take this game against the Buffalo Bills. Next game we have the Atlanta Falcons against the Houston Texans. A very, very good game. Maybe the best game on the slate this year and this week. But I'm taking the Atlanta Falcons here. I think this gonna be a very, very tight game. Houston, tight, very, very good defense. That 3-4 defense. Wade Phillips. They've been hot so far this year. But I think Atlanta, they're gonna run the ball efficiently with Michael Turner. They're going to be able to pass the ball, and I think they're going to come here in Reliance Stadium and get that win against the Houston Texans. The next game we have the Denver Broncos against the Minnesota Vikings. I'm taking the Denver Broncos here. I think the way they have been doing it, that offense, since Tim Tebow has came in as the starter, that offense has changed dramatically. And I read an article today on NFL.com, like saying that how Tim Tebow running exposes defenses to make tackles and have to wrap those linebackers, those defensive tackles. They have to wrap Tim Tebow and bring him down. I think that's a great point. I think those defense, I think the size that Tim Tebow has, I think that is helping him a lot. Like to run it, pass those balls. Still needs to work on those passes, but that's another story about Tim Tebow. But I'm still taking the Denver Broncos. I think getting into the game, Tim Tebow will be able to do what he does. That defense, they got that duo with Elmas Will, Juan Miller, Champ Bailey on the back and the secondary. And I think they're gonna get this game against Minnesota and be in that chase or that race for that AFC West. Next game we have the Pittsburgh Steelers against the Cincinnati Bengals. This is, I think, without a doubt, do or die for the Cincinnati Bengals. If they lose, it's going to be too much to overcome. I think they're going to fight hard in this game, run the ball. They're going to be able to pass the ball efficiently. And I think they're going to take this game against the Pittsburgh Steelers in a must-win for the Cincinnati Bengals. Next game we have the Jets against the Washington Redskins. I think the Jets are going to prove that they're for real. They still got a shot mathematically in that playoff chase. I think they're going to come to Washington and against that stingy defense, and they're going to come here and get the W at FedEx Field, get that W, and just execute, run the ball, and slow down that rush on the quarterback, and then you'll be able to pass it, and they'll be fine. And then defensively, you're playing against Rex Grossman, pressure him, make him struggle, and you'll also be able to get that victory like that. But I'm still taking the Jets. I think they're the better team, and I think just executing their game plan, and they're going to come out on top. Next thing we have the Chicago Bears against the Kansas City Chiefs. Another good game this week on the slate. I'm still taking the Chicago Bears. I think, again, they're a better team, a real good defense. I think Matt Forte been unstoppable, taking on a solid Kansas City squad defense, but still Matt Forte gonna do it. I think he's gonna do what he's doing, what he has done so far this year. Take the bulk of that offense and lead them, and that defense, they've been monstrous this season, and they're gonna have another good game against whoever gonna be back there, Tyler Paco or Orton. Next game we have the Miami Dolphins against the Oakland Raiders. I think Oakland Raiders coming off a tough loss to Chicago. They will rebound against the Miami Dolphins in a close one. But I still think the Oakland Raiders will take this game. They'll be able to run the ball. Carson Palmer will return back to his form, and they're gonna be able to get the win. Remember, coming to that Chicago game, they were on a 2-game winning streak. So coming off that loss, they'll be looking to rebound, and I think they will. Next game we have the New England Patriots against the Indianapolis Colts. Every year this is the game to circle on your calendar, but not this year. The Colts 0-11. The Patriots going a lot opposite than the Colts. They are actually not right now number 2 seed. They are right now hold number 2 seed in NFC, and with a very winnable very winnable schedule, they can easily take number 1 seed in NFC. And I think starts here, they will be able to go and beat the Colts. This might even be this has a big chance of becoming a blowout win. But taking the Patriots, just execute a play. That Colts defense, they're gonna be as good again. So you want to hold them. That's gonna be the only thing that the Patriots probably have to worry all night with those two guys, Robert Mathis and Dwight Freeney. Other than that, I think the Patriots should be set for this game to get that easy W against the Colts. Next game we have the Carolina Panthers against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I just was on NFL.com, and I saw that it says Josh Freeman might be sidelined this week because of injury. I think if that happens, then Carolina is gonna, I think, win that game. But I still think Tampa Bay has a big shot at it. They're gonna be playing obviously they're gonna be playing at home. They got their home crowd. Run the ball, LeGarrette Blount, a power runner, a big time power runner. Get that crowd into it, pound the ball, and tire that defense out for the fourth quarter, where he can pass it and get that when you get that rush off your quarterback. I think that's what Tampa Bay will do, and they will get that victory against the Carolina Panthers. Next game we have the Baltimore Ravens against the Cleveland Browns. I'm going Baltimore here. I think coming off that big win in that hard bowl, you would call it, against the San Francisco 49ers, getting 9 sacks, that defense showing that they still have it. I think they will do the same thing. Their attack, Colt McCoy, and that Cleveland Browns offense, and they will be able to slow them and stop them for the most of the game, I would expect. And their offense, they will come out. I think the Baltimore Ravens, they've been, again, they still have that trouble of winning big games, and then slacking off the next week. I think the Baltimore Ravens actually will come out slacking off maybe first quarter, halfway through the first quarter, but they'll pick it up mostly in the second half, and second half they will win it. But again, they still got that problem. I think, again, they're going to slack off in the first quarter, mostly off the first half, and then they're going to come back, rally back, and get that victory against the Cleveland Browns. They're just better team. Execute, run the ball with Ray Rice. You got the passing attack, Anquan Bolden, Torrey Smith, and just execute the game plan. You're going to be okay. Next game, we have the San Francisco 49ers against the St. Louis Rams. I'm taking the San Francisco 49ers here, coming off a loss against the Baltimore Ravens. They're going to be trying to rebound. They're going to get that victory. And I think just this week going to be all about rebounding and executing the game plan. And I think that's what the 49ers are going to do. Run the ball, to get that passing attack going, and their offensive line. They're going to rebound after allowing the Ravens defense to get 9 sacks. They're going to rebound, and they're going to protect Alex Smith better, which will give him enough time to throw those balls on those long home runs to Michael Crabtree and his big play wideouts this Sunday. Next thing, we have the New York Giants against the Green Bay Packers. Without a doubt, probably one of the best, definitely the best, best game of the week. I'm still taking the Packers here. I think this is gonna be a very close game, but I'm taking the Packers. I think when it comes down to the closing moments, I think that defense, they'll be able to step up. They're leading the league right now in the interception. I think they'll be able to take turnovers, and that's gonna give the Packers the most the most talented possession, and that's gonna be the deciding factor for the Packers offense, and they're gonna be able to score a lot of points, and they'll be able to get that victory over the Giants. The New Orleans Saints against the Detroit Lions. I'm taking the New Orleans Saints. Oh, wait a minute. I missed the game. I think that the Dallas Cowboys against the Arizona Cardinals next game. I'm taking the Dallas Cowboys here. I think they're gonna start off December on a good note. They're gonna get that victory over the Arizona Cardinals. Execute or play, run the ball with DeMarco Murray, especially run the ball with DeMarco Murray, because that has been a success for them. And that's gonna take the load of the pressure off Tony Romo, and that's gonna be it. And defense, I think they're gonna create enough pressure on John Skellin, make him struggle, and get that victory against the Arizona Cardinals. Next game, we have the New Orleans Saints against the Detroit Lions. That's gonna be a close one. It has the possibility of becoming a shootout. I'm still taking New Orleans here in prime time. I think they're just right now in a better position. Their offense is firing from all cylinders. Drew Brees is playing like he's on a mission. That running game has been working. Darren Sproles, that 1-2 punch. That defense, they've been aggressive. They'll be able to get that victory at home. And then finally, Monday night, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars against the San Diego Chargers. San Diego, two teams that are going down south. I'm still taking Jacksonville. I think defense, they've been solid so far this year. They're going to come out and stop the San Diego Chargers. And their offense with Maurice Jones-Drew, they'll be able to run the ball against that San Diego defense and score enough points to get that victory on Monday night. Thank you for watching. And before I finish my video, the Seahawks won, and that was my prediction. So I start off the week on a fast start. I am 1-0. Peace out.